our competition is not each other as farmers. Our competition is truly the grocery store, and how do we get more people back to small-scale, regenerative, localized agriculture? And so if we can capture more imaginations, if you will, and bring them back to this right here, which is why we do the farm to school program. Because a child takes a potato out of the ground, well, they're going to be in love with that potato for life. Yeah.
We've been on the road for about a month now, searching for where we'd like to start a regenerative farm and education center. Our friend Zack Giffin recently reached out and invited us to visit his neck of the Pacific Northwest woods. We first met Zack on the TV show Tiny House Nation, where he helped us build our beautiful tiny home we lived in for 5 years. Zack is a pro skier, carpenter, and all-around creative genius. We're excited to connect once more and explore some of his favorite trails. Zack also has a must-visit farm for us to see, so stick around. What you eating, Boo?
Huckleberry. Mom, there's some grass in there.
You gonna eat them? Mama's gonna eat them.
Okay.
And then I try a huckleberry, I'm like, oh, the huckleberries are really good. But the problem is the blueberries are like, take forever to harvest.
Yeah.
This is what is, that's a belief. I think that is what's called a saber stock.
Did Jojo want to take me forever?
Yeah, it's a floodplain and what?
And I could make it. And toss like the ring. I made it last month.
Zach's taking one for the team.
Zack!
It already happened.
That's okay, Monkey.
Jojo? Yeah. It was so good to reconnect with Zack and explore the wilds of northern Washington. Zack highly recommended we visit Matt at Foothills Farm, so off we went. Well, first we had to stop at a skate park for Mayru, of course. Oh my gosh, we go off this? Okay. Okay, alright. So today, Justin, Mayru, and I, boop boop, are headed to Foothills Farms in Sedro-Woolley. How do you say it?
Sedro-Woolley. Isn't that the coolest name?
So let's go check it out. Come on. Matt's 40-acre polyculture rotational farm sits in a valley next to a river, producing a vast variety of crops for the greater Seattle and Bellingham area. Being just 10 miles from the coast, this valley's climate is milder than other inland valleys. It is an honor to walk throughout this farm alongside Matt, whose passion is contagious and wisdom invaluable.
So are these potatoes?
No, this is clover. It's a cover crop fixing nitrogen in the soil.
A clover with a tiny human. Matt, so how did you harvest before this?
We didn't do potatoes before this. We weren't planning on doing, like, not at a commercial scale. I did it for a family, but I was like, no way I'm doing potatoes until I can harvest them with a machine of some sort.
Yeah.
You know, we needed to be mechanized. You know, I'm trying to strike this balance between, like, truly being regenerative, like, soil steward, yet at the same time making sure that the farm is financially viable. There's only one way to be able to pay people a living wage and be responsible to that, especially if that's one of your virtues or one of your ethos and pillars. You have to look at those economics of scale too. Like certain things of scale, it makes sense. An acre of potatoes at the right time of year can bring in $60,000 of, you know, fresh market.
Wait, what?
$3 a pound, $2.50 a pound, and you can pull off like 15,000, 20,000 pounds per acre. If you, I mean, good. If you're like taking care of your soil, you have high quality soil. Yeah, 15,000 pounds an acre is no problem. And then, you know, $3 a pound, $4 a pound. I mean, like suddenly you're at 60 grand.
Ketchup.
You're gonna get some ketchup?
You know,
Ketchup. Yum yum.
Can I see your loop?
Oh, here. Can you take a picture? Yeah, please do.
Look at that root
I
base.
saw that.
There's a lot attached to that. It just shoots it right out the back. But that's part of fresh potatoes.
Green yellow potato.
They should
Green,
be all-
yellow.
The whole thing should be a carpet of green of just like baby leaf germinated. And there's been no rain and only water on this property.
Yeah, what are we at? Like 80 days without rain now? Or
And we've had like a tenth.
that's insane.
So, gosh.
So we're getting water on this property. It's just taking a lot longer to have to get to the line, you know. But you know, it's these sweet strawberries.
Yeah.
No dry farming thing does make it taste better.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that.
It's wild how the entire West Coast is like dry farming right now. I was not expecting up here to still be
Yeah.
like having the dry farming conversation.
Well,
but
and
it's,
especially after this year.
Yeah.
as wet as it was, and then it just turned off. The faucet just went off, and it's been like under an inch of rain since the faucet turned off right before the start of astronomical summer.
Yes, and Zach was telling me that there's a fear when it turns back on, it's not going to stop again.
I agree with that.
Yeah?
That was
Okay.
what happened last year.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody was hoping for it, and it was right about the second, 2.5 weeks into October, it turned on and never turned off.
Oh my gosh, dude.
For like until June. And then it was just like, there you go, no more.
Gosh.
Nice. You found some yellow ones. But every year, depending on the weather, everything's so different.
It's
You
all
can't
different,
ever
yeah. I would love to leave them all in the ground longer, but I want to harvest some of them and take them to market because they make more money, and the more you get people an idea like, oh, hey, they're going to have potatoes there, then they'll start buying from us every week. So I just want to have that consistency no matter what.
That makes sense.
Our competition is not each other as farmers. Our competition is truly the grocery store, and how do we get more people back to small-scale, regenerative, localized agriculture? And so if we can capture more imaginations, if you will, and bring them back to this right here, which is why we do the farm to school program. Because a child takes a potato out of the ground, well, they're going to be in love with that potato for life. or the form, the style of that potato is like, stewardship, if you will. So all these pieces are really driving in her.
Yes.
I thought that's 20 years ago. You guys are similar to that. Like it just kind of grabs you and you're like, whoa, all these pillars, and you hit it once.
Yes.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're looking to find a new avenue into how to connect and inspire and create future generation.
I just never be on top of a tractor.
Is this exciting to be on top of a tractor? Oh my goodness.
Good job, ladies. Keep going. Watch your feet. This fall, we're going to turn this back into farmland. We're going to turn this back into cropland. I'm just debating on whether I leave this fence here and run them on this inside of the fence. And I kind of want to run it wouldn't be a true like production silvio-pasture, but I want to run a silvio-pasture-esque through this willow grove over here and just cut a nice, well, there's actually in the middle of it, there's a huge cathedral. Like it's really has a nice canopy, and so I want to clear that out and move the chickens through there. It's just such tall reed canary. I probably need to rumen it first and like move cows through it, and then like really a Saladin style, and then move them through afterwards. But for the summertime, the deep summer when it gets really hot,
You know what? We're gonna go to
get
one more
lots of eagle
set of
pressure.
chickens,
That would be perfect for them, because we probably have lost 300 plus birds this year to eagles. So many, it's crazy. There's just like a dead a day, every day. Even during the summer, it was like 2 a day, 3 a day. It's the worst year I've ever seen it.
Do they pluck them and take them away?
They eat them on the spot till they're light enough that they can fly away with them. Usually they can't actually swoop and carry a live chicken. Only the very biggest mamas can do that. But usually they like stop and they eat them in situ. So they'll find one that's way over there away from the flock. and they'll get that one, and the flock's gonna go hide, and they're gonna sit there and they're gonna eat it, and they're gonna have others patrolling above and make sure there's nothing sneaking up on them, no other predators sneaking up on them, and then they'll take off with it.
I had no idea raising him how creative he was, how artistic he was.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Well, and this is an expression. I mean, this is beautiful.
He used to play with his Tonka toys down by the creek, and I thought he was going to be a road builder. But he's still playing in the dirt.
Yeah.
There's actually 4 generations that have grown up here, and Matt's kids are the 4th. And we just love the land, and it's being used for the best possible uses it could have, is to grow food. Yeah. And we've all played and loved and laughed, and yeah.
And then you got to drop this rear swing arm and then like fold up, like it's just kind of tricky. All I have is a multi-tool. Otherwise, I'd say go for it. But if you
Matt gave us a lot to think about. How many employees will you hire? How will you scale to provide livable wages while also providing affordable food for your community? How close will you be to stores with parts for your farm equipment? He's a mastermind in his work, and we are forever grateful for our new friendship. We took time to let this experience sink in, biking the epic Galbraith mountain bike trails in Bellingham with Zack and his awesome wife, Alex.
How's that, Mayru? You having fun in the Weehoo?
I have to keep reminding myself that all these puzzle pieces will find their place soon. Coming up next, what's it like to live completely off-grid in the remote wilds of Canada, with your home only accessible by boat? We visit our friends Jake and Nicolle to find out just that.